Okay, so we just got done at whose encampment? In Valley Forge. George Washington. And the British fought the Americans. And who won? We did. The Americans won. And George Washington was a very good leader, right? He was a very good leader. What do you think are some things that a leader needs to have to be a good leader? They have to think big. They have to do what else? Think big. What would a good leader have? Think about
big objects.
Big objects, right? But they have to think probably outside the box.
Yeah.
They have to think about different opportunities.
That's the best.
And different ways of getting what they want for themselves or whatever they want to do to win. They probably have to do what else? They probably have to think about other people, right? Do you think leaders have to think about just themselves or other people?
Other people.
Yeah, other people. That's how you become a leader, because you think about other people. What else do you think a leader has to think about? Or what makes a leader? What do you think makes a leader like George Washington?
Love each other.
Oh, so he cares about other people. Right. And maybe one more thing. What's one more thing that makes a leader? They'd probably have to be what?
Strong.
And brave. Right? Like George Washington he probably had to know that he had to fight those British, but he knew he was brave. And he probably couldn't let anybody else know if he was ever scared or he doubted it for a second, right? How can you be a leader? How can Jake be a leader? How can you be a leader?
Think big.
Think big.
And care about other people.
And care about other people?
Yeah.
I love that. So you're going to be a leader, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to do all these things that we're talking about George Washington did as a leader. Think big, be kind, think outside the box and think differently, and be brave. Jakey, who used to live in there? What's in there? Yeah? Where are we at? Wow, Jake. This is where they would shoot the cannons off.
Yeah.
So the cannon can shoot up this way, and the bad guys have to come up the hill to them. Come here, I'll show you. You're at the top of a big hill, see it?
Yeah.
And what happens is, this is still the bunker. So they hide behind this big hill, and then the bad guys would try to come up the hill, and then they would shoot the cannon at the bad guys, because that's a big hill to come up. And so look this way, look, they're hiding behind it. What happens? Nobody there.
What are we doing? Are we checking out Valley Forge?
Continental Army.
What do you think, Jordy?
Look, come here, I'll show you. Look at the cannon. Big cannonballs, here's what they used to do. Watch.
Jake has been learning about George Washington in school. He dressed up as George Washington. And now we're here at Valley Forge checking out the campsite. Wow.
See exactly what I told you. So what do you see?
There's no guns in here.
What do you see?
Nothing.
See? Look. That's what they used to sleep on. So they used to put their blanket on here, and they'd roll up another blanket that would be like a pillow, and then they would sleep on there. But what do you notice about this?
Oh, where are the
Now
guns?
here, what do you notice?
Where do you store the guns?
Look how small they are. Because people were smaller back in George Washington's time. People weren't real big.
Jakey, you think you could sleep on that? Would that be comfortable
Look,
for you?
there's a fireplace. Living here, it was real cold.
What do you think if you lived in here?
This is where they lived, Jakey. They ate their food. And look at the roof. Some snow could come in the roof, and when it rained, It was dripping in here. It wasn't fun living in these places. And also, it would get real cold. So look at all the holes. The wind would blow in, and some snow would blow in, and the only thing they could do is see that fireplace. They'd put wood in the fireplace, and they would stand around it all bundled up, and they would keep doing. And imagine, this is where they lived.
Hi. Oh, we're headed to George Washington's house. George, are you excited? I think we might have one of the next presidents of the United States here. What do you think? There's his house down there. Yay! Up, 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 up. Up, up. Go, 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 Jordy, go. Go, Jordy, go. Yay! Jump. 1, 2, 3, jump. Woo! Ta-da! Keep going. Wow, Jordan.
Mommy!
Hi. They were sleeping on what kind of beds?
A wooden bed.
And then what else? They put their blankets on there? Yeah? Okay, let's go into one of the log cabins. Here we go.